By virtue of the authority vested in me, I constitute this congregation of the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Please be seated.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Professor Deo Jaganyi. I'm the DVC of the College of Agriculture, Engineering, and Science. Chancellor, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, Minister of Higher Education and Training, Honorable Dr. Blade Nzimande. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank the Minister for gracing this occasion, members of Council present, members of Senate, Vice Chancellor Dr. Albert van Jelsveld, members of the Executive Management, members of the Convocation Executive, the Student Representative Council, distinguished guests, parents, guardians, ladies and gentlemen. Ngokukulu ukuzitoba sianemkela University ya KwaZulu-Natal kula msimbi wa 2016. A very warm welcome to the University of KwaZulu-Natal 2016 graduation ceremony. Graduation is a time of celebration and reflection. Indeed, it is the culmination of years of hard work and dedication. Learning at UKZN is a commitment partnership that is conducted in the pursuit of acquiring wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The conferment of your degree is testimony that we have each fulfilled our end of that covenant. At the outset, I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the significant contribution of your parents, guardians, family, communities, and benefactors, all of whom have contributed generously in their own way to your success here today. By the end of today, we will have hosted 22 graduation ceremonies. This is the 21st graduation ceremony. at which we will have conferred degrees on 10,015 graduates, of whom 62.5% are women and 330 are doctoral candidates. Out of those 330 doctoral candidates, 117 are from this particular college. That is 35% of the total university's numbers of the PhD graduates. 105 will receive their degrees summa cum laude, and 333 will have received their degrees cum laude. We boast a pass rate of 84.5%, and for that, I extend my congratulations to you all. It is said that a good student is the product of many good teachers, and it is therefore my special privilege to congratulate all the recipients of the Distinguished Teachers Award for this year. At this particular ceremony, one of our own, including Professor Albert Modi, who is the Dean and Head of the School of Agricultural, Earth and Environmental Sciences, will be awarded that Distinguished Teachers Award. These awards pay homage to those selfless individuals that demonstrate innovation and excellence in the virtually important areas of curriculum development, teaching, methodology, and assessment methods. Graduates, today you have earned the right to take your place as an alumni of this illustrious institution. It therefore gives me enormous pleasure to inform you that your university, University of KwaZulu-Natal, has for the third consecutive year held the #1 position in South Africa in terms of research output, the highest of the 25 South African publicly funded universities. We have with us Honorable Minister. Maybe we should put this one differently. When we simply say that third consecutive year we have been #1, it means that we have beaten UCT, WITS, University of Pretoria, University of Stellenbosch. We are #1, and you deserve to give yourself a hand of applause. We are also ranked in the top 3% of the world academic institution. When you say 3%, it doesn't really have the impact it should have. The question you ask yourself, how many universities are there in the world? And if you Google that, you will realize that in July 2015, there were 23,729 universities in the world, and we are in the top 3%. Graduation is about honoring students' achievement. And in our college, we have numerous examples of exceptional student achievement to make us very, very proud. One such student is Ms. Kolasa Magudu, who was awarded the prestigious Worldwide Fund Prince Bernhard Scholarship for Nature Conservation, one of the only 2 South Africans to have received the international honor. Ms. Kenda Knowles, an astrophysics PhD student, was one of the winners in the doctoral fellowship category at the Women in Science Award presented by the Department of Science and Technology. Last but not least, UKZN Solar Car, Hulamin, driven by our own engineering student and staff, successfully crossed the length of Australia from Darwin to Adelaide, a total of 3,022 kilometers under 48 hours, and they were placed 12th out of the 42 starters in the 2016 Bridgestone World Solar Challenge. This was the first time an African team had entered the international event. Graduates, let me talk about leadership, because as you live here today, we expect you to really practice that leadership, and hope that the story of Sipile Buthelezi may motivate you to do things not just out of the box, but most likely to throw away the box and completely reinvent it. South Africa needs you, and more than ever, South Africa needs inspirational leaders, and so the baton is being passed on to you today. On that note, let me share with you an achievement of one of our students. It is a story about a young man who not so long ago was seated exactly where you are. In fact, could be any one of you. His name was Sipile Buthelezi. He grew up in a one-roomed shack in Clementon, which he shared with his family. On most days, his supper was often the bread his mother, Tandiwe, had saved from the lunch she used to get at her part-time cleaning job. Tandiwe was forced to leave school in grade 8, but she understood that only education can break the cycle of poverty. She was determined that Simpile should get a good education and will motivate him every day. He remained focused on his education and resisted the temptation that consumed a lot of our young men. After matric, there was no money for Simpile to further his studies, so he went to work in construction with his father. Tandiwe's employer gave him 3,000 rands towards his university fees, and he enrolled for a law degree. On his first day at UKZN, his mother gave him 20 rands and said, "God will provide." Despite having no money for books or anything else, Sipile managed to win an award for outstanding achievement. He qualified for a government loan, part of which he used to obtain a driver's license and public driver's permit. He secured a job driving taxis and acquired the nickname Simfundiswa from the other drivers because he would study while waiting for his vehicle to fill up. He graduated in 2006 with 8 distinctions. And served his article with a top Johannesburg law firm, Bowman Gilfillan Incorporated. In 2010, he was selected to join a program in New York where he was placed with a law firm in Manhattan called Davis Polk and Wardwell. He also spent some time working on Morgan Stanley's investment bank. On returning to South Africa, he formed the Progressive Professional Forum, the PPF, where professionals can contribute toward the running of the state, infrastructure, and government. It was the determination to escape poverty that pushed Sipile Buthelezi to be driven and innovative in his approach to getting an education. Last year, he formed a law firm called Buthelezi Vilakazi Incorporated. He currently sits on 5 different Gauteng provincial government department audit committees. Tandiwe and Simpile Buthelezi knew that the key to success was education, and he was determined to make the sacrifices needed to achieve his dream. And once he achieved his dream, did it stop there? No, because we all know that success is a journey, not a destination, and learning is lifelong. That's an example of an inspirational leader, and hope that that story will be able to resonate with you as you live here today. As tomorrow's leaders, you have an important role to play. South African prosperity depends on you. You are about to enter a highly competitive workspace, but we at UKZN are confident that you have the necessary skills and expertise to compete with the best that South Africa has to offer. We are counting on you to go out there and make a difference, not only in South Africa, but in the world at large. Put in practice all that you have learned and will continue to learn. Go forth with pride and confidence as you are today, graduating from an institution that is internationally respected as one of the best institutions in the African continent. On behalf of all of us at UKZN, I wish you all the best in your future careers. Thank you.
Let me kindly greet the Councillor, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, the Minister of DHET, Ubaba Dr. B. Nzimande and his wife. Greet the Vice Chancellor and his wife also, the members of the Executive Management, the members of Convocation Executive, the President and the representative of the Student Council, the distinguished guests in our midst. Greet the parents and greet the graduates that are here today. The ladies and gentlemen and all protocol observed, I greet you all. While it is possible that what we think, it is what we can always do, and less than that, it is what you can do if you can really, really try. You always have a little more in you, and you need to find the true limit, and you may find that success is indeed limitless. As the Student Representative Council, at the utmost, I wish to congratulate all the graduates here today who have worked so hard to achieve their goals and who are now ready to embark on their careers, to further their studies, and make their remark in the society as proud alumni of the UKZN society. I also like to acknowledge and honor their parents, their families, the communities and the sponsors that have encouraged and supported them and enabled them to realize their dreams, and often a great personal sacrifice. Impela kuyintokozo enkulu ukuba sibe nabazali abakhona namhlanje ukuzosupport abantwana babo. We as the SRC are very proud as the university's academic standing, not only in South Africa, but also in the world, to the graduates and the parents. UKZN is rated as a top 3% of the world universities and is respected as one of the top 5 leading higher education research institutions of the South African continent. As the students, we have a deep sense of pride in our institution. We have a deep sense of pride of the quality of the degrees from this great institution, and we have a deep sense of pride of the legacy that we as the student have for the future generations. This rich heritage of innovation and excellence must be treasured and must remain intrinsic in our mission and the vision. Equally so, the SRC is committed to raising and finding solutions to problems facing our students, especially which includes our student disadvantaged backgrounds. Primarily, the issue centers on financial aid, student accommodation, and access. We as the KZN SRC remain committed to ensuring that all students receive support they need, that to be financially accommodation or academic support, to enable them to achieve their goals. This university rewards and promotes excellence. UKZN allocated an impressive of 18,996 awards amounting to 930,788,999 rands. But this is not enough. As the SRC, we are concerned that a large number of students still remain outside of higher education of various economic reasons, and we will continue to address all matters concerning to all students at all platforms available to us. As you leave with your degree today, I urge you to give back not only to this institution, but through the initiatives such as the UKZN I Care fundraising campaign and other platforms, but also to give back to the communities and also to your country. Our hard fought for freedom always allows you to achieve more than our predecessors, meaning your race, your region, status, and birth does not determine your ultimate station in life. You have equal and equitable chance to success and in any endeavor of your choice in life. And I urge you, use this freedom with integrity and with responsibility. Students at the UKZN have excelled at a national level and have competed with students from other top universities in the country. And I am proud to say you have made it, the SRC note with pride that our students are recipients of prestigious national, international scholarship and awards like the Oxford Nutford Scholarship, the Mandela Rhodes Scholarship, and the Fulbright Scholarship. The university continues to invest in sport. We are very proud to announce that UKZN rugby team, the IMPI, were crowned the 2015 FNB Varsity Shield champions. UKZN students continue to excel, and unique achievements include the Dr. Tumelo Moyaba and Dr. Nganyi Sozwane, which are the alumni of the UKZN Nelson R. Mandela School of Medicine that have graduated as the first black oncologist in the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Dr. Adriana Marius, the postdoctoral scholar in the School of Chemistry and Physics, who was awarded a prestigious Marine Medal by the Royal Society of South Africa for extraordinary achievement as a young scientist. The UKZN solar car, driven by our engineering students and staff, which successfully crossed the length of Australia from Darwin to Adelaide in a 3,022 kilometers international competition. This was the first time an African team had entered into the international event. As testament of UKZN high standards, our alumni include South African cabinet ministers, captains of the listed companies, respected scientists and academics, as well as leading professionals at a range of disciplines. As the future leaders, we should walk in the footsteps of the greatest student leaders in the university that has produced. The late Stephen Bantu Biko, the legacy of excellence for our future generations to develop and excel. We are the leaders, not of tomorrow, but the leaders of today. As the leaders of the now generation, let's make the excellence of central to all that we do. Our democracy has given us opportunities to embark on careers that are innovative and challenging. Let us embrace these opportunities to create a South Africa that Nelson Mandela would be proud of. Let this world of wisdom, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, resonate all of that we do. To the 62.5% of women graduating in 2016, I have these words for you. It is that every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it out with her own hands. And to all the gentlemen, you need to remember that it is only a wise son that hears his father's instruction, but it is a scoffer that does not listen and rebukes. All that being said, I am not ashamed to say that indeed the beginning of wisdom, it is the fear of the Lord. So run this race, finish it, and hand over. It is all up to you. In conclusion, I once again want to congratulate all the UKZN graduates and wish you all the best in your careers. Thank you.
It is my honor and privilege to introduce today to you one of our more distinguished alumni of the University of KwaZulu-Natal. It is indeed a great pleasure to request the Minister of the Department of Higher Education and Training, Dr. Bladen Simande, to address this distinguished gathering.
Mr. Chancellor, Dr. Zweli Mkhize, members of council who are present here, the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Van Jaarsveld, and senior management of the university, members of the Senate, members of the academic community, leadership of trade unions and staff associations, parents and guardians, abazali bosingabo abakhona la namhlanje. Umama wakwami ngibingelele ngingaze ngalithola iplate endlini. Student leadership esikhona la. Graduates, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to thank university management first for giving me an opportunity to say a few words on this very important occasion. I had thought, Mr. Chancellor, I had quietly come as a parent to witness the graduation of my late brother's daughter, Unoxolo Kumbi. Let me take this opportunity to congratulate her in front of you for her achievement in obtaining a BSc in dietetics. Bakubiza ngoGumbi ke lana ngane yami kodwa uyazi ukuthi umphephetha umancama ugwala ungwekazi. However, I would be amiss if I do not take this opportunity to also congratulate, in true African tradition, all of our other sons and daughters graduating from this College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science here today. Ngabe ngenza iphuthu mangibongela undodakazi wami lo zalwa umfowethu, nginganibongeli nonke ngesintu niyingane zethu nonke njengoba nigqokile nibahle kangaka namhlanje. We are proud of your achievements and for graduating in fields that are still scarce but critical for our country's development. We are proud of you for having grabbed by both hands the opportunity given to you by your parents and government to have an opportunity to study. Graduation is a kind of coming of age ceremony where years of study finally pay off and you gain hard evidence in the form of a certificate from an accredited and highly acclaimed institution of higher learning such as UKZN. So go out there and make your mark in your chosen field and contribute positively to growing the economy and knowledge base of this country. Government, in its determination to support students who come from families that cannot afford but are enrolled in the fields of study offered by this college, for instance, has this year set aside over 800 million rands from the National Skills Fund as full bursaries for such students. This is part of government's commitment towards ensuring that no poor but academically deserving student in the scarce and critical skills areas is deprived of an opportunity to study. South Africa still has a large shortage of engineers, for instance, and yet we desperately need these in order to grow and develop our economy. Between 2009 and 2014, government alone invested 1 trillion rands into infrastructure, the single largest in any 5-year period in the entire history of our country. Government still intends to invest more in infrastructure, and therefore the importance of production of more people in your areas of study is of paramount importance to us. Another field of study where we have a huge shortage is that of veterinary sciences. We now only have, Mr. Chancellor, have only one such faculty in the whole country at the University of Pretoria. I'm hoping that UKZN can seriously consider using its very strong footprint in both agriculture and health and human health sciences, consider expanding into the field of animal health as part of addressing the shortage of veterinary specialists in our country. You must remember that human health is in danger if we do not look after animal health as well, especially the livestock that supply our meat, milk, and other related products. Let me also thank the parents and guardians today for the effort, monetary and otherwise, you have put into supporting our graduates. Much as these graduates are your sons and daughters, but their achievements go beyond just improving their personal lives and those of their families. Sicela ukubongela abazali ngomsebenzi abawenzile ukuthi benze isiqiniseko ukuthi labantwana babo bayafunda. Noma ngabe sibalekelele ngokwemali, noma ngabe sibalekelele ngokwezinye indlela. Kufanele ke sikhumbuzane ukuthi uma ufundisa umntwana wakho, noma lo mntwana uyokwenza impilo yomndeni iguquka ibe ngcono kakhulu, kodwa ufundisele umndeni wakho kuphela ekugcineni ngoba labantwana siyabadinga ekukhuliseni umnotho wezwe lethu. In other words, to educate your child, yes, will benefit the families, but in the end, it's for the benefit of the country because we need their skills in order to develop and grow our economy, create jobs and other opportunities. So there can be no more of a patriotic duty than for families to invest in the education of their children. Our government values your efforts and contribution enormously. Akukho ukuthanda izwe lakho okudlula ukuthi ukwazi ukuthi ufundise abantwana ngoba abantwana bawusebenzela imndeni nemphakathi kodwa basebenzela ukuthuthukisa umnotho wezwe. We also call upon parents and guardians to also take an active interest in what is going on in our institutions, so that together with management and government, we are able to tackle whatever challenges our students, our institutions and students face. I must say I was deeply disturbed, for instance, when some prominent parents of students who were charged with serious allegations of destruction of university property came out to say they were proud of what their children did. To me, I want to be quite forthright. This is irresponsible parenting. Today, our universities, as I stand here, are sitting with 300 million rands damages to universities just during this last financial year. This, by the way, can educate 10,000 poor students. Yes, our students have a right to protest, but our universities need transformation, not destruction. Our universities, and indeed all South Africans, must remember that much as university education is important, we, however, do need to expand other components of post-school education and training, especially vocational and community colleges. Ake ngigcizelele le ndaba ukuthi bazali ngisicela nisondele ke sibambisane ngokuthi kwenzakalani ezikhungweni zethu zemfundo. Khona idlanzana labafundi elithanda ukuthi libulala impahla, liphazamise nokufundwa kwabanye abafundi. Sicela ukuthi sisondele sibambisane. Abafundi bethu banelungelo lokuthi bazakalise izikhalazo zabo, kodwa besicela ukuthi impahla ingalinyazwa ngoba lokho kusiphindisela emuva kakhulu. I was saying, for instance, we must not forget as we graduate here that it's only 30% of those who write matric who are accepted at our 26 public universities. 70% they don't come to university. Therefore, we also require to create opportunities for them. Universities have a very important role then in supporting the development and expansion of the rest of what we call the post-schooling sector. For instance, we need to strengthen our vocational colleges and community colleges, and we would like universities to do research on this, as well as train lecturers and adult educators, so that we are able to cater for the 70% of our youngsters who do not come to university. Our country, for instance, has a huge shortage of artisans and need to address training and further education needs of the many South Africans who never completed school, including those who never went to school. We must cater for everybody. Nalaba abangayanga bangazange bawubona umnyango wesikole, uma sebefuna ukuthi baziqhubezele kube khona abakwaziyo kufuna sibaqale phansi sibenzisa uA E I O U ukuze nabo bakwazi ukuthi bazithuthukise. Lastly, in congratulating you again as graduates, I am hopeful that most of you have already found jobs or will get offers soon. If you have not found a job as yet, please also consider approaching the sector education and training authorities, what we call the SETAs, in your sector, at least to get an internship for up to 12 months in order to acquire the necessary initial experience. You can also touch our own Department of Higher Education for assistance in this regard. We would also like to encourage those of you who have an inclination towards further postgraduate studies to do so. I'm very happy to see so many numbers of PhDs and masters. We need those in bigger numbers. We hope some of you will choose an academic career. We are faced with the challenge of aging academics in our system, and as government, working together with universities, have put in place a program to attract young aspirant academics, which we call the New Generation of Academics program. And we try to shorten it in a youthish way, the end gap, that's what we call it, in order to attract young people into the academic profession in particular. The average age of a South African academic today is over 50 years. If we don't do anything about this, we'll be in trouble. We need new academics. I take this opportunity once more to wish you all the best as you start your new careers. Thank you very much.
Good morning. I'm Bala Pillay, Dean of Teaching and Learning in the college. Chancellor, I have the honor to announce the election of Professor Albert Teminkosi Modi as a Distinguished Teachers Awardee of the University of KwaZulu-Natal. Deputy Vice-Chancellor Professor Vital, I have the pleasure to request that you read the Distinguished Teachers Award citation for Professor Albert Teminkosi Modi.
Albert Modi is Dean and Head of School, as well as Professor in the School of Agricultural, Earth and Environmental Sciences in the College of Agriculture, Engineering and Science. The panel were most impressed with his theoretically grounded and contextually relevant approach to teaching that was actively responsive to the South African context. This award particularly commends the way in which his research informs his teaching and creates a scholarly environment for learning. His supervision is of a very high quality and standard which exceeds the university norms. There was evidence of extensive exemplary support and mentorship to develop other academics and especially novice supervisors with impressive turnaround times for feedback. What stands out is how Professor Modi promotes a culture of scholarship and evidence-based practice. Student evaluations were very positive and consistently conducted with deep reflection and analysis of the feedback received. Extensive involvement in developing new curricula at a leadership level was noted. The committee were most impressed with the way he encourages and creates conditions for innovative curriculum design and engages with external partners to develop relevant curricula in his position as Dean and Head of School. Professor Modi is being recognized and commended for exemplary leadership in curriculum development and exceptional commitment to research-led teaching. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the Distinguished Teachers Award of the University of KwaZulu-Natal in recognition of distinguished contribution in teaching and learning, Professor Albert Modi.
Congratulations.
Good morning. I'm Professor Teresa Kutzer, the College Acting Dean of Research. Vitamin A deficiency is prevalent in Ethiopia and several sub-Saharan African countries. Fakadu developed orange-fleshed sweet potato varieties as a cheap and sustainable source of vitamin A. The varieties showed high heterosis of beta-carotene, storage root yield, and root dry matter content. The newly bred clones showed high levels of vitamin A, iron and zinc, with increased protein and soluble sugar content. These clones are recommended for further development and the release. His supervisors were Professors Hussein Shimilis and Mark Lang. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Fakadu Balcha the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Recurrent drought and late blight disease are key constraints affecting potato productivity in Ethiopia. Potato yields in the small-scale farming sector is estimated at a quarter of attainable yields. Hirut developed promising experimental potato clones with high heterosis for tuber yield, late blight resistance, and drought tolerance. The selected families will be further evaluated for release in the northwestern Ethiopian highlands or similar environments in sub-Saharan Africa. A supervisor was Professor Hussein Shimilis. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Hirut Betau the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
CARA conducted a clinical trial to determine the effect of a probiotic on disease progression and body composition of asymptomatic HIV-infected adults, not yet on ARVs. Randomized participants received either a daily supplement containing the probiotic or a placebo for 3 months. Several parameters were measured before and after participants started the supplement or the placebo. Contrary to popular belief, there was no benefit to participants after 3 months of taking the supplement. The supervisor was Professor Anna Kutsudas. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Kara Biggs the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
World agricultural productivity is predicted to decrease by up to 50% in the near future because of climate change. Vimbey tested the effectiveness of combining different indigenous crops to improve resilience in an agricultural system. Water use efficiency and yield of sorghum, cowpea, and bottle gourd were increased under limited water availability. She developed a tool to predict best management practices for climate change adaptation and produced 4 international publications from her work. Her supervisor was Professor Albert Modi. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Vembei Chimonyo the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Meloida Jean javanica, commonly known as eelworm, attacks the roots of many crops, reducing yields and enhancing drought damage. Clopas isolated novel strains of fungi and bacteria that kill these plant pathogens, reducing nematode galls on the roots of both soybean and tomato. His research will lead to the release of effective bionematicides in the near future. His supervisors were Professor Mark Lang and Saki Yobo. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Clopas Shenheya the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
The isiMangaliso Wetland Park is a World Heritage Site and a key water resource for South Africa. Alistair used innovative techniques to provide the first ever estimates of the water use of the plant communities in the park. He used these data to develop a hydrological model for environmental managers, hydrologists, and ecologists to improve the management of water resources in the park, which will have a major impact on the water crisis facing South Africa. His supervisors were Professors Colin Everson, Graham Jewett, and Dr. Jonathan Price. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Alistair Clulo the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Teff is the most widely grown cereal crop in Ethiopia and is gaining global popularity as a gluten-free health food. Soil acidity and aluminium toxicity are major production constraints. Amias explored genetic management options for aluminium toxicity tolerance and developed a hydroponic facility as a reliable phenotyping platform to assess this. He identified novel teff genetic resources with enhanced aluminium toxicity tolerance, useful for future breeding programs and genetic studies. His supervisors were Professors Hussein Shimilis and Mark Lang. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Amias Tester the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Timothy identified and developed cutting-edge tools to accurately map forest biomass and carbon stocks in resource-limited African environments from space. His work was the first to use new generation remote sensing data with unique band settings to estimate and map this in sub-Saharan Africa. He published 6 international peer-reviewed papers, and his work is regarded as groundbreaking by all the examiners. His supervisor, Professor Oni Mutanga. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Timothy Dube the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Nelanthamala cicidiae is a novel fungus attacking guava plantations in South Africa and Taiwan. In studies stretching back to the 1980s, Nigel conducted definitive investigations on the causal organism, its epidemiology, transmission by root grafts from tree to tree, chemical and biological control, and the breeding of new guava varieties for resistance to guava wilt. His supervisor was Professor Mark Lang. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Nigel Gretsch the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Improved and traditional varieties of sorghum were tested for their ability to withstand drought in different locations. The crop was also grown under early, optimal, and late planting dates to increase the natural challenges to productivity. The study showed that sorghum can be grown under a wide range of environmental conditions. Although crop improvement was confirmed to be an advantage, traditional varieties also displayed drought tolerance. His supervisor was Professor Albert Modi. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Sandile Hadebe the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree, excuse me. I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Sorry.
Karen tapped into the wealth of South Africa's indigenous floral species by multiplying their chromosome sets. She did this successfully for 4 indigenous species, making them more attractive, nutritious, or resilient to pests or diseases. Her work was published in highly rated plant science journals. During her part-time studies, Karen was also the president of the Southern African Society for Horticultural Science and convener of the All Africa Horticulture Flood Conference in Skukuza, Kruger Park. Her supervisor was Professor Issa Bertling. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Karen Hanwijk the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Obert studied coping and adaptation strategies to climate change by smallholder farmers in low potential regions of Zimbabwe. He found that integration of indigenous knowledge and scientific seasonal forecasting were critical in reducing vulnerability and enhancing resilience and adaptive capacity of farmers to climate change. Farmer perceptions of climate change on temperature and rainfall agreed with long-term scientific meteorological observations. His supervisors were Professor Paramofungoya and Dr. Paula Schwenge. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Obert Giri the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Maize production in the former Transkei region of South Africa is diminished by nutrient-deficient acid soils combined with root diseases and drought. Bongani used a combination of precision placement of lime and fertilizers together with biocontrol agents and biofertilizers to enhance crop yields. He confirmed that the FAO-promoted practice of microdosing is much more cost-effective than conventional fertilization practices. His supervisors were Professor Mark Lang and Dr. Saki Yobo. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Bongani Kubeka the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
The thesis focused on an important question concerning the sustainability of rural ecosystems in southern Zimbabwe, using the example of wetlands. The research employed methods spanning the ecological, geographical, and human sciences to arrive at a holistic approach, identified by the examiners as one of the strengths of this work. The research is already informing government policy and has to date resulted in 3 papers in respected scientific journals. His supervisors were Professor Heinz Beckerdel and Dr. Silas Njoja. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Thomas Marambijaka the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Unlocking Africa's agricultural potential depends on the capacity of smallholder farmers. Examining agricultural extension provision in Zimbabwe, Tiravashe investigated why farmers rarely adopt technologies offered and found that they are excluded from technology development processes. He concluded that agricultural extension needs to focus on building farmer capacity through field-based discovery learning to sharpen farmers' problem-solving skills, and their ability to demand and evaluate services, putting them in greater command of the factors influencing their livelihoods. His supervisor was Professor Steve Worth. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Tiravashe Masere the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Subsistence farmers in Swaziland face many challenges in adopting conservation agriculture. The study revealed a very low 5% adoption rate 10 years after its introduction to the area. The research showed that, despite the documented advantages of conservation agriculture, there are competing factors that govern the adoption of the system in Swaziland. This work has already had a positive influence on conservation agriculture in the region. His supervisor is Professor Heinz Beckedal. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mandla Milipa the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Sorghum is a drought-resilient crop, widely grown by smallholder and large-scale farmers in South Africa and arid and semi-arid regions globally. Sorghum varieties grown in South Africa have not been fully characterized for breeding or conservation. Melitsema extensively characterized the genetic diversity among South African sorghum germplasm using phenotypic and molecular markers, protein content, and amino acid profiles. The genetic material selected through this study is useful for sorghum breeding programs. Her supervisors were Professors Hussein Chimilis, Mark Lang, and Pangarai Tunguna. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Maletsema Mofokeng the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Angular leaf spot is one of the most destructive diseases of common bean, causing yield losses of between 80 and 100% in the southern highlands of Tanzania. Rose-developed farmers preferred resistant and high-yielding common breeding populations through a diallel cross and rigorous laboratory and field evaluations. Pure line cultivars and common bean with these traits will be developed for release in this part of Tanzania and similar environments. Her supervisors were Professor Pangarai Tunguna and Hussein Chimilis and Dr. Julia Sabia. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Rose Mongi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
The Lower Sutu Smallholder Irrigation Project aims to reduce poverty and improve food security among rural households in Swaziland. Beneficiaries organize themselves into agricultural cooperatives, each of which develops a unique Chiefdom Development Plan, or CDP. Maleka aimed to understand the CDP and evaluate it against food security pillars, food availability, access, utilization, and stability of equitable provision. Overall, the CDP is an effective approach to achieving food security, but needs some improvements to ensure sustainability. His supervisors were Professor Frederick Feldman and Dr. Mutulisi Sewela. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Muleka Masisi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Managing water resources for goats is one of the major challenges to goat production, especially during frequent droughts and climate change. Tandu designed varying practices for farmers to improve efficiency of water resources without compromising goat productivity. He observed that Nguni goats at reduced water intake levels performed as well as those given water ad libitum, Also, saline water can be used for Nguni goat production, thereby reducing the demand for fresh water. His supervisor was Professor Michael Chimonyo. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Tandu Mpendulu the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Mitamura scanned the integrated crop livestock production system of Rwanda, where Napier grass, a major feed, is being threatened by Napier smut and stunt disease. He studied production and utilization properties to select and test most promising brachiaria grass cultivars, digestive physiology, and performance indicators on farm provided strong evidence that these cultivars would increase voluntary intake, live weight gain, and lactation yields. He published 3 papers from his work. His supervisor was Professor Ignatius Enselai. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mitamura Mupenzi the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Women empowerment is crucial for transformative agricultural development. The Women Empowerment in Agriculture Index revealed marginal empowerment in productive resources, but disempowerment in access to credit and leisure time for Limpopo farming women on sampled irrigation schemes. Transformed agricultural, social, and market institutions were pivotal for more sales, improving household food security and livelihoods. Examiners agreed that this study makes an important contribution to agricultural development, gender empowerment, and transformation of institutions. A supervisor was Dr. Joyce Chicha. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Vonge Murungani the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Rice production under rain-fed ecologies of Kenya is limited by drought stress at the reproductive and grain-filling stages. Ruth managed to exploit genetic variability amongst the interspecific and Oryza sativa rice to determine genetic parameters important for drought resistance. She uniquely combined yield performance and combining ability estimates for earliness to unmask the gene action for drought tolerance in farmer-preferred rice varieties. This lays a foundation for further breeding. Her supervisors were Dr. Julia Sabia, Professors Pangarai Tonguna, and John Derrera, and Dr. John Kimani. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Ruth Musila the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
MacDex evaluated the main factors controlling the fluxes of water, sediments, organic carbon, nitrogen, and phosphorus at different spatial scales in the Tukela River Basin. His study synthesized hydrological processes across spatial and temporal scales and generated knowledge essential for future planning and management of water resources in river basins. His supervisors were Dr. Vincent Chaplot, Professor Graham Jewett, and Dr. Pauline Chivenga. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Magdex Mutema the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Thank you very much.
Sweet potato production contributes significantly to food security and incomes of subsistence farmers in Tanzania. However, productivity of crop is severely constrained by the sweet potato virus disease, causing significant yield losses. Stefan bred sweet potato varieties with high combining ability for number and yield of storage roots, increased dry matter content, and sweet potato virus resistance. from which new clones can be selected for future evaluation and release as new cultivars in Tanzania. His supervisors were Professor Hussein Chimilis and Dr. Julia Sabia. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Stefan Nikelo the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Farmers concern themselves with the availability of all mineral elements. However, it is the major mineral elements that tend to differ significantly with soil type, crop type, and management system. This study compared the conventional method of fertilizer recommendation for major nutrients in pursuit of an innovative method that included other chemical parameters affecting mineral availability in soils. Nkaba tested 10 KwaZulu-Natal soil types using maize and potatoes. His supervisor was Professor Albert Modi. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Nkaba Nkungweng, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Faye Sajo assessed the utilization of a high vitamin A maize in Ovambo chickens. She found that inclusion of biofortified maize improved growth performance, meat quality, nutritional value, and consumers' acceptability of the chicken meat. Her research work was significant in curbing vitamin A deficiency, especially in resource-poor households in South Africa, where yellow maize is generally not well accepted for human consumption. Her supervisors were Professor Michael Shimoinyu, Drs. Unati Kolonisi and Mutilisi Siwela. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Faiseyu Odunitan Wayas the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Nathan studied genetic control of drought and heat tolerance in the common bean in Zambia. Heat and drought stress are major constraints to bean production due to climate change. He identified genotypes with tolerance to drought and heat stress, respectively. Traits associated with yield under drought and heat stress were under additive genetic control, meaning that genetic stocks could be improved through selection. These results are important for the adaptation of beans to climate change. His supervisors were Professors Pangarai Tonguna and Rob Malis. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Nathan Perry the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
The study was motivated by the fact that women are major players in ensuring household well-being in most rural areas of developing countries. However, disempowered in various dimensions undermine their potential for contributing to household economic welfare. The study identified the dimensions that empowerment agents should target to enable rural women achieve improved livelihood outcomes. The dimensions include self-reliance, food security, and reduced vulnerability to food insecurity. Supervisors were Dr. Maxwell Mudara and Professor Bugale Gebru-Johannes. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Stanley Sharonga the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Kate established a new technique for understanding local sea level change. Given current uncertainties linked with future sea level rise, Kate has made an outstanding contribution to South African sea level research. She benefited from additional training with experts in the United States, United Kingdom, and on the German research vessel Meteor. Kate was granted the prestigious Cushman Foundation Award, and her work is published in the prestigious Journal of Biogeography. Her supervisors were Professor Trevor Hill and Dr. Gemma Finch. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Kate Strachen the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Spot blotch disease causes large wheat yield losses and grain quality deterioration in summer rain-fed wheat. Batiseba discovered the usefulness of both molecular markers and conventional breeding methods in identifying resistant genotypes. The study revealed existence of significant genetic variability among genotypes from Zambia and CIMMYT, Mexico, and that the disease could be improved through selection, as it was under control of both additive gene action and partial dominance. The supervisors were Dr. Julia Sibia and Professor Pangarai Tonguna. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Batiseba Tembu the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
Confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Heidi investigated whether multiple season data would improve the remote sensing classification of evergreen wetland tree species compared to a single season. Monitoring changes in species distribution is crucial under the impacts of global change. The study contributed new knowledge on the seasonal patterns of foliar nitrogen and phosphorus, their spectral signatures, and it identified essential spectral bands for classification. The study concluded that multiple seasons do improve the classification of tree species for multispectral sensors. The supervisors were Professor Oni Mutanga and Dr. Moses Cho. Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Heidi van Deventer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer upon you the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Congratulations.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Master of Agriculture. Tendai Mukozo.
I hereby confer the degree Master of Agriculture.
Onismo Musa.
Master of Agriculture.
Sitembizu Nglela, cum laude.
Master of Agriculture, cum laude.
Nhlangizu Sibisi.
Master of Agriculture.
Faith Taji Tayaniwa.
Master of Agriculture.
Gimei Zaina.
Master of Agriculture.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Master of Science. Azivi Faneli Davula.
I hereby confer the degree Master of Science.
Bomikazi Gola.
Master of Science.
Nomkebu Klanguza.
Master of Science.
Brian Jackson, summa cum laude.
Master of Science, summa cum laude.
Malatsi Kahanyagu, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude.
Zolo Kiala, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude.
Isaac Matthew.
Master of Science.
Rowan Nike.
Master of Science.
Jermaine Nathaniel.
Master of Science.
Nonduduzu Nkwane.
Master of Science.
Perushan Raja, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude.
Thomas Rowe.
Master of Science.
Nondumisu Sosibu.
Master of Science.
Mfuzeni Chishindani.
Master of Science.
Tigesh Father, cum laude.
Master of Science, cum laude.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Master of Science in Dietetics. Kirsten Lana, cum laude.
I hereby confer the degree Master of Science Dietetics, cum laude.
Padmini Poinusami.
Master of Science.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Master of Science in Agriculture. Rashid Adebayu, cum laude.
I hereby confer the degree Master of Science in Agriculture, cum laude.
Adetuyisi Adeyemo.
Master of Science in Agriculture.
James Aratun, cum laude.
Master of Science in Agriculture, cum laude.
Wandola Boyani.
MSc Agriculture.
Nolwazi Zama Gungani Hadebe.
MSc Agriculture.
Vuyisa Hlatini.
MSc Agriculture.
Linda Hluyaku.
MSc Agriculture.
Shaldine Horn.
MSc Agriculture.
Nkosinati Captain.
MSc Agriculture.
Masandi Katamzi.
MSc Agriculture.
Sifezile Mabuza, cum laude.
Master of Science in Agriculture, cum laude.
Ntwananu Malapfani, cum laude.
MSc Agriculture, cum laude.
Tamsanka Mawonga.
MSc Agriculture.
Awonke Mbangi.
MSc Agriculture.
Ntobeku Nkunu.
MSc Agriculture.
Zuletu Ndleche.
MSc Agriculture.
Silindile Mia.
MSc Agriculture.
Sandile Lindukukle Ntetwa.
MSc Agriculture.
Salpas Muyambu.
MSc Agriculture.
Felisa Ndayi.
MSc Agriculture.
Sandile Pakati cum laude.
MSc Agriculture, cum laude.
Leratu Pali.
MSc Agriculture.
Shirley Poku.
MSc Agriculture.
Mutondwa Popi.
MSc Agriculture.
Sindisewe Sabia.
MSc Agriculture.
Nhlakani Nipu Sitole.
MSc Agriculture.
Charles Smith.
MSc Agriculture.
Zamalochwa Tungu.
MSc Agriculture.
Colin Yobi cum laude.
MSc Agriculture, cum laude.
Mintukosizi Zuma.
MSc Agriculture.
Good morning, all. My name is Sam Karatiru. I'm the Dean and Head of School of Life Sciences. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Agricultural Management Honors, Nicholas Onyendikachi.
I hereby confer the degree of Bachelor of Agricultural Management Honors.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Agriculture Honors, William Gillespie.
I hereby confer the degree of Bachelor of Agriculture Honors.
Kulani Koza.
BA Greek Honors.
Rory Mack.
Beer Creek Honors,
Simangaliso Malinga.
Beer Creek Honors,
Leletu Mdolomba, cum laude.
Beer Creek Honors cum laude,
Sanelisiwe Moloi, cum laude.
Beer Creek Honors cum laude,
Msawenkosi Mtembu.
Beer Creek Honors,
Musa Ngwenya, cum laude.
Beer Creek Honors cum
Nongfundo Pewa, cum laude.
sorry. Beer Creek Honors cum laude,
Temba Lake Shabangu.
Beer Creek Honors,
Sbusiso Tusi.
Beer Creek Honors,
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors, Sheris Chetty.
I hereby confer the degree of Bachelor of Science Honors,
Craig Codier.
BSc Honors,
Matthew Dickey.
BSc Honors,
Ntetelelo Dlamini.
BSc Honors,
Okay, Sheldon House.
BSc Honors,
Reshika Khalidin.
BSc Honors,
Amanda Kuzwayo.
BSc Honors,
Simpiwe Kubeka.
BSc Honors,
Simon Lang.
BSc Honors,
Nokubonga Langa.
BSc Honors,
Ngobile Lushozi.
BSc Honors,
Maksuda Mohammed, cum laude.
BSc Honors cum laude,
Nosipo Makaya.
BSc Honors,
Ntandokazi Masmula.
BSc Honors,
Sandis kwa Mkunu.
BSc Honors,
Nonkwanda Mgwaba.
BSc Honors,
Millicent Mkize.
BSc Honors,
Happy Boy Mleti.
BSc Honors,
Masefudi Mojapelo.
BSc Honors,
Jeremy Munsami.
BSc Honors,
Andisiwe Mseswa.
BSc Honours.
Mhlonipheni Msomi.
BSc Honours.
Protazia Ndlovu, cum laude.
BSc Honours cum laude.
Sibonelo Ngcobo.
BSc Honours.
Anele Ngcongo.
BSc Honours.
Makosazana Ngema.
BSc Honours.
Rea Nunkumar.
BSc Honours.
Pumlani Nzuza.
BSc Honours.
Camelot Radloff.
BSc Honours.
Luando Roimani.
BSc Honours.
Shaheen Supershad.
BSc Honours.
Mulungisi Shabalala, cum laude.
BSc Honours cum laude.
Simon Sharat.
BSc Honours.
Tankiso Skosana.
BSc Honours.
Richard Viljon.
BSc Honours.
Grace Zondi.
BSc Honours.
Bacebile Zulu.
BSc Honours.
Sanibonani,
Yebo.
igama lami nguThemnkosi Modi. Ngiwumphathi womnyango omncane obizwa ngokuthi isikole sezolimo, umhlaba kanye nokunakekelwa kwemvelo. My name is Albert Thembinkosi Modi. I'm the Dean and the Head of School of Agricultural, Earth and Environmental Sciences. Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture, Raesetse Johanna Paloi.
I hereby confer the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture.
Mduduzi Buthelezi.
BSc in Agriculture.
Nothando Buthelezi.
BSc in
Lady-
Agriculture.
Lady Fair Dladla.
BSc in Agriculture.
Sifikelwe Dumalisile.
BSc in Agriculture.
Heinrich Fries.
BSc in Agriculture.
Christopher Kemel. Cum laude.
BSc in Agriculture, cum laude.
nokuthula hlanga.
BSc in Agriculture.
Siphe sihle jiyane.
BSc in Agriculture.
Sabeliwe langa.
BSc in Agriculture.
Vuyani Luzipho.
BSc in Agriculture.
Sinqobile Mabhida.
BSc in Agriculture.
Ntombizodwa Maduna.
BSc in Agriculture.
Inamandla Mahlobo.
BSc in Agriculture.
Mbambiseni igama lenkosi Majola.
BSc in Agriculture.
Nkanyiso Majola.
BSc in Agriculture.
Tebugo Makhubele.
BSc in Agriculture.
Mthombisi Maminza.
BSc in Agriculture.
Nomalanga Masondo.
BSc in Agriculture.
James Matthews.
BSc in Agriculture.
Sinethemba Mbele.
BSc in Agriculture.
Lindani Mchunu.
BSc in Agriculture.
Zamokuhle Mdluli.
BSc in Agriculture.
Thembeka Meyiwa.
BSc in Agriculture.
Simpiwe Mlambo.
BSc in Agriculture.
Mathuba Mahle Mnguni.
BSc in Agriculture.
Nkosiyapha Mpungose.
BSc in Agriculture.
Ntombenhle Mthethwa.
BSc in Agriculture.
Nkanyiso Mzobe. Nkanyiso Mlamuli Mzobe.
BSc in Agriculture.
Nomalungelo Ncanana.
BSc in Agriculture.
Londiwe Ndaba.
BSc in Agriculture.
Ntombi futhi Nhlangamandla.
BSc in Agriculture.
Ayanda Ndlovu.
BSc in Agriculture,
nokulunganene
BSc in Agriculture,
buyisiwe ngubane
BSc in Agriculture,
Mpasobi ngubane
BSc in Agriculture,
Lawrence Nkosi
BSc in Agriculture,
Lindeliwe Nkosi
BSc in Agriculture,
Ayanda Nxumalo
BSc in Agriculture,
Thembani Nxumalo
BSc in Agriculture,
Andiswa Nyongwana
BSc in Agriculture,
William Paxton
BSc in Agriculture,
Nobantu Phungula
BSc in Agriculture,
Pretty Shalembe
BSc in Agriculture,
Sibonelo Shezi
BSc in Agriculture,
Simangele Sithole
BSc in Agriculture,
Kihang Patrick Tibinyane
BSc in Agriculture,
Philile Vethe
BSc in Agriculture,
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Agricultural Management, Simpiwe Hlatshwayo.
I hereby confer the degree of Bachelor of Agricultural Management
Mthobisi Nkabinde.
Bachelor of Agricultural Management
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Agriculture, Nomvelo Buthelezi.
I hereby confer the degree Bachelor of Agriculture
Mpendulo Dlamini.
Bachelor of Agriculture
Wendy Geza.
Beer Creek
Mzimasi Jalisa.
Beer Creek
Sinenhlanhla Khumalo.
Beer Creek
Siyathokoza Mabaso.
Beer Creek
Precious Mathe.
Beer Creek
Nombulelo Mazibuko.
Beer Creek
Sipesihle Mchunu,
Bear Creek.
Ndumiso Moloi,
Bear Creek.
Nandi Sampanza,
Bear Creek.
Sianda Nxumalo,
Bear Creek.
Nosipho Qwabe,
Bear Creek.
Mbuso Shabalala,
Bear Creek.
Siphindile Sibiya,
Bear Creek.
Bandile Sililo,
Bear Creek.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Nondumiso Buthelezi.
I hereby confer the degree of Bachelor of Science. Congratulations.
Janice Callaghan,
Bachelor of Science.
Noluthando Cebekhulu,
Bachelor of Science.
Londiwe Dlamini,
Bachelor of Science.
Nonhlonipho Dlamini,
Bachelor of Science.
Kosikhona Fakude,
Bachelor of Science.
Phumzile Funzo,
Bachelor of Science.
Dashlin Gavenda,
Bachelor of Science.
Sfiso Gumede,
Bachelor of Science.
Tutuko Hadebe,
Bachelor of Science.
Nomathemba Khumalo,
Bachelor of Science.
Simbongile Khumalo,
Bachelor of Science.
Luseth Kumbuzi,
Bachelor of Science.
Adrian Low, cum laude.
Bachelor of Science, cum laude.
Andile Lubanyana,
Bachelor of Science.
Kululeko Mabila,
Bachelor of Science.
Ndumiso Madondo,
Bachelor of Science.
Sfiso Magasela,
Bachelor of Science.
Sizophila Mahlobo,
Bachelor of Science.
Theo Mashilangako.
Bachelor of Science.
Refiliwe Matlabe.
Bachelor of Science.
Ntokozo Mazibuko.
Bachelor of Science.
Khulani Mbambo.
Bachelor of Science.
Themba Mdlalose.
Bachelor of Science.
Happiness Mnikati.
Bachelor of Science.
Kiamogetse Mulife.
Bachelor of Science.
Ayanda Mpofu.
Bachelor of Science.
Sthembiso Mwelase.
Bachelor of Science.
Nomcebo Myeza.
Bachelor of Science.
Theoline Naidu.
Bachelor of Science.
Nonqoba Ndawonde.
Bachelor of Science.
Thembi Nkosi Ngcobo.
Bachelor of Science.
Sibonele Sihle Ngema.
Bachelor of Science.
Nhlakanipho Ngubane.
Bachelor of Science.
Ntobeko Ngubane.
Bachelor of Science.
Khumbulani Nkomo.
Bachelor of Science.
Ntombi yenkosi Nxumalo.
Bachelor of Science.
Thembeka Nyamanyoko.
Bachelor of Science.
Tasmia Piebai.
Bachelor of Science.
Nicholas Perumal.
Bachelor of Science.
Philasande Shange.
Bachelor of Science.
Kondwani Shaula.
Bachelor of Science.
Lungi Sibisi.
Bachelor of Science.
Siseko Sihlongonyane.
Bachelor of Science.
Cameron Singh.
Bachelor of Science.
Revash Singh.
Bachelor of Science.
Nompumelelo Tenza.
Bachelor of Science.
Eddie Tabete.
Bachelor of Science,
Siphephelo thethwayo.
Bachelor of Science,
Mayuren Kurkal.
Bachelor of Science,
Sibongiseni Xolo.
Bachelor of Science,
Sebenzile Zulu.
Bachelor of Science,
Zusiphe Zulu.
Bachelor of Science,
Hlakanipho Diverge Zuma.
Bachelor of Science,
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Dietetics, Joanne Akob.
I hereby confer the degree Bachelor of Science in Dietetics
Nikita Baijnath.
BSc Dietetics,
Carrie Jane Black.
BSc Dietetics,
Nyameko Dlamini.
BSc Dietetics,
Lulama Gumbi.
BSc Dietetics,
Radha Joshi.
BSc Dietetics,
Sansha Koid.
BSc Dietetics,
Karen Low. Summa cum laude.
BSc Dietetics, summa cum laude.
Nozizwe Macuphe.
BSc Dietetics,
Slindile Mpele.
BSc Dietetics,
Catherine Myrems.
BSc Dietetics, sorry.
Dineyo Mudumaela.
BSc Dietetics,
Sanshia Modley.
BSc Dietetics,
Njabulo Mvundla.
BSc Dietetics,
Thobani Mzobe.
BSc Dietetics,
Sanelisiwe Ngcobo.
BSc Dietetics,
Yovenita Ranglorman.
BSc Dietetics,
Duduzile Sikonde.
BSc Dietetics,
Ntobeko Sithole.
BSc Dietetics,
Darren Wilmore.
BSc Dietetics.
Kosentle Xaba,
BSc Dietetics.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Nutrition, George Elangila.
I hereby confer the degree of Bachelor of Science in Human Nutrition
Valencia Mazibuko,
BSc Human Nutrition.
Sibusiso Mvuyane,
BSc Human Nutrition.
Nonhlanhla Shabalala,
BSc Human Nutrition.
Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the postgraduate diploma in community nutrition, Nogulunga Ntuli. That's for the Deputy Vice Chancellor. Okay. Deputy Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the postgraduate diploma in dietetics, Karisha Chodku. Constance Tikhale. Amy Hilaya. Zanele Madela. Madela. Sizophila Nene. Ineilda Pillay. Mayuri Rupnarian. Fortunate Shandu. Luandi Sashezi. Clarissa Singh. Hlengiwe Sokhela. Fatima Vayet. Leah Yengamaran. Xolisile Zondi. Abulele Zotho. Deputy Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to present for the postgraduate diploma in food security, Zibuyile Dlamini. Ntombenhle Goba, Protas Hadebe, Nondumiso Mthembu, Ruth Olisanya, Kosinathi Xulu, Busisiwe Zikhali. Hey, Busisiwe.
Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer degrees on those who have qualified but are not present, and award diplomas and certificates to those who have qualified but are not present, including those who have qualified posthumously.
I confer degrees upon those who have qualified but are not present, and I award diplomas and certificates to those who have qualified but are not present, including those who have qualified posthumously.
Please will you all rise for the dissolution of the congregation and the singing of the national anthem.
By virtue of the authority vested in me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of KwaZulu-Natal.
Gaudiamus incitur, juvenestum sumus. Gaudiamus incitur, juvenestum sumus, post iuncundum juventutem, post molestam senectutem, nos habebidumus, nos habebidumus. Vivat Academia, viva professores, vivat Academia, viva professores, viva membrum qualibet, viva membrum qualibet, semper si in flore, semper si in flore. Gautiamus igitur, juvenestum sumus, gautiamus igitur, juvenestum sumus, post iuncundum juventutem, post molestam senectutem, nos habebidumus, nos habebidumus. Vivat Academia, viva professores, vivat Academia, viva professores, viva membrum qualibet, viva membrum qualibet, semper si